Anyone's there? Hello. Hi. How are we doing today? Slash evening slash morning. It's 3 p.m. here. So most people are going to be asleep. But if you have come to hang out, thanks for joining. Let me know in the comments what you're going to be getting up to. Say hello, introduce yourself. Let us know what you're going to be doing. Let me know how you're doing. I hope you're doing okay. I'm pretty busy, so I have a lot of things I want to do. I need to pick my next audiobook. I was just listening to music this morning because I just didn't feel like I could focus on a book, but I might be able to now. So I don't know what I want to pick. I've been neglecting my Aurelium TBR, and I was like, oh my gosh, it'd suck if the only semester I fail is the very last one till I finish. So really like to get that done. Some prompts I'm just gonna read children's books, so it'll take like 2 minutes because some of the prompts are just really awful and I just don't have the time. God, I feel like I've only completed like 3 prompts and I have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 prompts. Oh my god. None of these I don't think are audiobooks. I think I'm completing everything without an audiobook. When do I have time to physically read? Basically never. So anyway, I might fail Aurelium. That's what that was all about. I hope not. I definitely prioritized Mystic Readathon, and then I was like, oh shit, I'm actually doing Aurelium. Aurelium's happening, isn't it? So yeah, I'm doing some painting at the moment for my friend's birthday. We've got a party tomorrow, so I'm painting this as the gift. And I am about to start decorating a cake, but I'll probably finish this first and then do the cake. So yeah. Sorry, my brain is in other places. I've also got 2 physical books that I need to be reading for videos. So I've got this lovely book, The Second Sex. I feel smart when I read this, even if I don't understand. But like sitting and reading this book makes me feel really smart. But then I spilled hot chocolate on it. Now I don't feel as smart. I was like, oh my gosh. Girl, how? So I am a whopping, hear this, I'm a whopping, oh, my bookmark's gone. Whoa. I think I was up to like, here, whopping 14 pages. Technically it's more because the 14 doesn't count the forward and the translator's note, but yeah, of this monster. It smells really nice though. It makes me feel smart when I like pick it up and read it. So yeah, that's that. And then I also have this I need to read for a video. This probably seems really random, and it is, and I'm scared, and I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I used to like stuff like this, but I don't really tend to enjoy it anymore. What is joy at this point? I'm incapable of feeling joy, I feel. So, but yeah, I feel like this looks like Daenerys from Game of Thrones, though. It's like the white hair with the plait. It's like a YA fantasy romance. I'm just kind of bored with like YA, but this is a bit older, I think, so it might actually be different because I just feel like a lot of like fantasy they were publishing recently is just all the same. But I think it's always kind of been like that, to be honest. 2017, but that's not as old as I thought. We'll see. This is like the same Like, I'm pretty sure it's the same company because it feels like the same printing. Like, it feels the same. Like, the cover feels the same. It's the same size and paper and, like, font as Falling Kingdoms, which I really liked, even though I know it's not very good. So maybe I will like this. So yeah, I would like to try and get at least a bit of either of these read, but I don't know. So I think I'm going to work on this painting, get this done, then do the cake. By the time I do all that, I'll probably be done and heading home-ish. So, I mean, I'm technically home, but where I'm staying tonight. So yeah, that's the plan. But I still need to pick an audiobook. Hello, how are you? Hi. In the Changeling. Libby wants it back. I always think of Aaron's dog when I see that. Like, I just sort of Libby being like, give me the book, bitch. Is it good though? I have 2 manga out from Libby that I need to read. One is One Piece, like 5. I haven't read any in ages. I was trying to read one every month and then I just didn't. And I've also got JoJo, the first volume. Anyone here like JoJo? I feel like anyone who's read or watched it just loves it. And I've been told I'll probably like it, so I thought I'd give it a go. I put it on hold like months ago. It's been nearly like half a year and it's finally come in. I was like, I forgot I put a hold on that. Need to film an edit for Suffer-a-thon. I did that last night. I filmed everything pre-filmed, but I edited and scheduled it. So I'm done. Luckily mine are very quick to edit. Ooh. Do you get any ice cream? I'm pretty obsessed with ice cream. If I don't have an ice cream, I'm like craving it so bad the next day. It's a bit of a problem. Hi Sarah, how are you? Let me know if you need help finding short things. I mean, it would be good because even though it'll take me longer than the stuff I want to physically read, it's just very rare that I get time to physically read. When I physically read, I really want to be prioritizing these things or the 2 manga. The One Piece will fit the prompt about you need to read a book that G mentions in a video, and I like G, but I don't watch her videos. So I was like looking at thumbnails, and there was one with One Piece in it. So I was like, okay, I'll use that. But the others I can probably switch. So I need a book that won an award. Bat on the cover. Phoenix in title on cover. The problem is I don't want to be just like starting random series because I'm already starting a lot for like these book events I'm going to, and none of them have Phoenixes. One did and I read it. So I'm just like, why? But yeah, like there's books that like have Phoenixes, but they're like the first books in series are really long, and I want to start another one, you know. I've got a book picked by someone who doesn't read for fun. That's a ebook. That's a novella, short story kind of thing. And then One Piece. Yeah, I just have book that won an award, Bat on the cover, and Phoenix in title or on cover. And yeah, preferably short. I managed to edit and schedule my Readathon recommendations for 9:30 a.m. Ooh. I think I did see that I'm sorry, I haven't really been watching any videos. I just haven't had the time or brain capacity. Because normally I'd kind of switch between reading and watching BookTube, but because of this Readathon, I'm trying to actually read a lot. But I did see that. So I will go and watch that because I want to participate. I wonder how I can like remind myself to do that. I don't know. I'm just going to try and remember. Hi, thanks for joining. Starting Binti. Home right now. Ooh. How are you enjoying it? Is that the first? That's a series, right? Or is it just a standalone? It's like really short, isn't it? I really want to read that though. Let me know how it is. It is. They're both for videos, so I really need to read them. The video for this is like the priority in terms of being a decent friend, but this is the priority for me, actually finally posting a fucking video, because I was like getting the script and doing all this research, and I was like getting ready, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I need a little bit more work and I can actually film this video. And then I was like, oh, I should read that book. So that's put it on hold a bit, unfortunately. I just really want to go all out for those videos, you know. I've chosen quality over just posting lots, because when I post lots, it's absolute crap because I just don't have time. So I've just prioritized posting stuff I'm really proud of and enjoy. So that means you just very rarely see me unless I do readathons. I was actually like looking at my videos and I was like, wow, the only things I've posted are for readathons. It's a thing. Hi. Thanks for calling me beautiful. I'm listening to the first monoboard audio and have been doing more research on things I want to do when I'm over. Are you two going to come visit me in Tassie and Mel? You totally should. If you like nature, Tassie is very pretty. And it's summer, so it's not too bad. You could come for my birthday, because my birthday is January 29th. I want to come for my birthday. I don't actually know what I'm doing for my birthday. I basically have no idea what's happening with my life right now, so I don't even know like where I'm going to be at that time, physically and emotionally. It's on a Wednesday, so I'd probably do something on like the 25th or the 1st. It would have been fun if I was there for my birthday, but it's just before. If you want to come hang out for my birthday. I usually get really drunk though. I don't know if you two like drinking. But we could just do something else. We could go visit Mel in Hobart. Well, Mel will have had a baby then too. We could go and meet Mel's baby. Hi, Caitlin. Thanks for joining. How are you doing and what are you getting up to? Probably just going to be relaxing tonight, but maybe reading a secret book for a secret video. Oh, I love that. I love secret books for secret videos. You're so good at keeping a secret. I never keep the book a secret because I just can't keep that many secrets. And I'm an attention seeker. So good job. Hi. I was just talking about you. How are you doing, Mel? Hope you're doing okay. Hope your back's okay. Normal now, right? Baby book fiend. I still have. You should actually. Sorry, Erin. Before I continue, Mel, you should give me your address and I'll send you. Oh, don't you have an Amazon wish list, don't you? Let's say you should send me your address. I can send you something for baby, but I think you have an Amazon wish list for baby stuff. I'll go check it out. I love buying baby stuff. Like seriously, since my sister has kids, I feel like no matter where I go, there's always cute baby stuff. Like when I got that gift card for Kmart, took so much restraint to just not buy stuff like for my nieces because kid stuff is just like amazing. So cute. I didn't even read this comment. I still have 47 pages left. I'm going to read Nothing to See Here, so I'm probably going to read that. I was meant to buddy read that with you, and then I got The Second Sex, so I'm prioritizing that, and now I've got to read Raw. Then I'm going to read Nothing to See. Things should calm down soon. I've just had a lot to do for this event tomorrow. So once that's over, I should be a bit more free. But as I said, I'm doing a TAFE course, and we have a lot of assignments right now that are taking up a lot of time. So that's where a lot of my time is actually going, these assignments. Hi, Jamie. Thanks for joining. Margaret from Crystal Sprints. I didn't even know Crystal was sprinting. Well, there you go. Reading Children of Time and doing dishes. How is Children of Time? Is that the one with the spiders? Good job doing the dishes, though. It's an awful job, but you feel good after you do it. My hair also desperately needs washing today. Oh, I hate when my hair needs washing. I'm just like, I need to wash it now. I Try and wash at least every 4 days because it's not good to wash your hair too much. But sometimes it's if I've been working and I've been getting really greasy, I'm like, no, I need to do it before. I'm really enjoying it. Short chapters, making a quick read. Yeah. Love short chapters. This book, I was like, well, hopefully it has short chapters. It does not. I think they're like volumes or something. It's like I'm reading volume 1 at the moment. Volume 1, 17 pages. It's volume 1. And that was the introduction. Now it's part 1 of volume 1. Chapter 1. I am so confused. I am way too dumb for this book. Oh god, this is really long. Ew. So chapter 1 of part 1 of volume 1 is page 22 to 49. So it's this. And remember, the font is looks like this. You know, I was actually, so I work in HK, if anyone that doesn't know. And I was talking to a client. She was talking about something. Something about, I can't remember. It was like something that was a thing in the past, and it was used as a way to encourage women to stay at home rather than work after the war. And I was like, oh, that's kind of, interesting that you're saying that. So I was like, oh, I'm actually reading a feminist historical book right now. And I was telling her about it. And she's like, so are you studying? Are you wanting to get a job as a teacher or something? Like a higher position? And I was like, no, I'm just doing it for fun. And she was like, I'm being judged by 80-year-old woman. I need help. Oh my gosh, I love that book. Oh my gosh. It's okay if you hate it, because I don't actually, it's one of those books that I just loved, but I know that it wouldn't be for everyone, and it's probably not for a lot of people, but just something about it that I was absolutely mesmerized. I read it in one sitting. It's just the main character's not very likable, but I loved it. I thought it was so fascinating and beautiful and heartbreaking and just, oh, I loved it. I need to reread it. Sometimes I start to reread it on audio and then I'm like, no, I should actually read something I need to read, but I go through cravings where I really want to read it. So I just started to give me that little bit of a fix. If Libby would be more willing to pose for pictures, I'd take a picture of her hoarding the changeling. Oh, it'd be hard. Hi. Listening to some children's books, but I need to put a dent in the bonus activity book too. Ooh. Which bonus activity? Assuming this is Sufferthon. So hi, if anyone's doing Sufferthon, let me know so I can be mean to you. Because I'm not going to be mean to people that don't know why I'm being mean and don't know it's an act. You doing the whale watching? I just need to get that set up to reveal those for Sunday. I forgot about that. Finally started a book for whale watching. Feels a little belated given I've known what I'm reading for it since the announcement. You have to get it done before Sunday. Sunday for me, Sunday morning. I don't know what day that is for you, but you have to get it done before the next announcement. Just a reminder to go watch it. You reminded me too early. It's still more comments. You're just going to have to keep spamming that until eventually it's the last comment. I need to film videos for my readathon too, as next week we have our boss battle showdown. And every day there will be a video of the boss fighting back. Oh my gosh. I'm not doing it this round. I've done every round, but I'm barely keeping up. I'm co-hosting 2 readathons and I'm barely keeping up with them. I was like, and there's a Aurelium. But I don't think I'm going to do Aurelium anymore. For a bit, I'm going to have a break, I think, because I'm just not even caring about it this time. I've definitely kind of hit a wall with it, I guess, because I've done it 4 years, always doing the same subject. So I think I give it a miss and I'll focus on Adventure-a-thon is my kind of big continuous one because, I mean, they're both amazing and really good, but I kind of really enjoy what you're doing with Adventure-a-thon. It's just involved, and I didn't have the spoons because it was like, I've already got Aurelium and I've got to co-host 2 readathons. But does it matter if I'm not doing this round? Can I come back and join again? Or can I like go back and just do this round later? But I love what you're doing. It's really great. Because there was another readathon announced that's like D&D inspired. And I was like, ooh. But then I heard it's team-based, and I was like, ooh. Because I'm just team-based readathons are a lot. I kind of just do the ones I'm co-hosting most of the time, and that's enough for me. Except the Amazing Readathon, I did that for Pokemon, and yeah, I think I'm good. They're very hard. We want to do Tassie, but not certain about the budget yet. Oh, probably not then, but you can come earlier. It's actually kind of expensive to fly to Adelaide. I didn't think it would be because it's not really cheap, but it's pretty affordable to fly from Tassie to Melbourne. And like Adelaide's not like super further. Like I could be going to like Brisbane or like further up in WA, but like I feel like Adelaide's not that far, but it's really expensive. I got some cheap flights with Virgin Blue, which I've never flown with before. So I'm like, I have this thing where I can only fly Jetstar because I feel like if I fly on another plane, I'm going to die. I feel like it's going to crash. It's really irrational and stupid, but it's genuinely a fear I have. So I'm very scared for my flight to Adelaide. But it was like hundreds, like $400 cheaper. It's insane. So yeah, I understand it's like expensive. I wasn't expecting that. Cute. Yeah, at least you get to see me. You don't get to see Mel, baby book fiend. No. I mean, I always assume like I'm always like someone like the person I'm talking about might be here, but I don't know. Genuinely worried that I'm going to get serious FOMO when you're at. Oh no, you should just come. Seriously. Like the book event is like one day. We're just hanging out like the day before. I mean, you'd have to talk to Ren, but you could get a combination if there wasn't room. But yeah, we're just hanging out like the day before, and then I don't know how long we'll be at the event. Probably like all day. But I mean, you could just like hang out and read, or like go to the library, hang out there. You could just come to the event. Read some of these great books that I've been reading for it. I actually got a book that looks good for it recently in the mail because I got it when it was really cheap a while ago, and it's just come. Also, look at the theme we've got going on. And romantic affairs are like pink and like flowery, and these are the books I have for it. Super dark and depressing looking. Like, although I don't think you like read this sort of thing at all, right, Erin? You don't really read fantasy. But I got this one. It's queer. I think it's sapphic. I'm not 100% sure. That sounds fun. So I got that, and then I've also got this one that I read that I unboxed during the live that time. And then I've got this novella. I didn't realize it was a novella. I probably wouldn't have bought it if I knew. But anyway, I've got this novella. This is sapphic. I think this one is vampires. I really wanted to read this month, but as we know, I don't have time. It's only 65 pages though, and the font's pretty big. So, and then I've got the Vermilion Ribbon, which is also queer. 2 women. It's like a detective book. You might like this. It's like a detective romance. But I feel like because you actually read this sort of stuff, this will probably seem crap to you. I don't know. I just always think like when I go into an indie book, I just lower my expectations a little bit, and sometimes they are just as good, but sometimes they're not, and I just try and prepare my expectations. So you'll probably read that and think it's terrible because it's not up to the standard, but I don't really read this sort of thing normally. But I love the cover. So yeah, you should come and read these fun books because they look so good. I'm actually excited for them though. I just time. I don't know. What's time? I don't know time. I have an Amazon wish list for baby, but it's just books. Do you need stuff? Because I usually just send stuff that's useful and cute, but mostly just like useful stuff. So if you need anything, send me the address. Otherwise, I can send you a book. But I try to be the person that sends practical stuff because I feel like a lot of people send cute things like books, and I like to send stuff that you're gonna need. I like to send a lot of like the little towels because babies just are messy. So, you can never have too many towels. I'm so excited. It's my first Christmas with my nephews on their home turf, so I don't have to limit to small suitcase items. Cute. I'm loving my reread of Nothing to See Here. You also find it soothing. I probably will. I like most things these days. Even these books that I'm just like, I'm reading for the book event, I'm still having a good time. Well, some of them. And book for an induction on the 2nd of October. Oh my gosh. I'm going to keep asking because I keep forgetting, but that is very close. We can go 7 days between washes. Yeah, you're not meant to do it too much. Yes. Yeah, it basically is. Like, it's like a text you would read for like a sociology like course at uni. It's like bringing me back. Like, she's mentioning things that I forgot about because I haven't done sociology in so long. And I was like, oh my God, I love sociology. I can't believe I forgot all these things. Oh my gosh. Let's do it on my week prompt. It's all good. Are you doing Pokemon? Because if you are, they'll be back next year. Did I just say they? Is there going to be more than one? Oh my gosh, there's so many people that this happened to because they planned theirs around Aurelium and then she moved it and everyone's like, oh, I love that. Yeah. I reckon I'll join again next time. It was just this round was like, oh my God, I have too much. Normally, if I'm like, you know, my normal self, then I would tackle all of it. But just with everything going on, I just was like, I can't do that. Readathon. I have not heard of that. You're not a mod. If anyone that's a mod knows what this is, can you post like the announcement and the announcement for, was it Scareathon? Sorry, it's so annoying that you can't make mods on here. I don't have YouTube open. There's always so much going on in October, but it's like so fun. Next week is all about how many pages are read and is separate to the rest of the month. So if you read any next week, you can feel like, oh, love it. Cute. Yeah, a lot of the old ones are not around anymore. Hey, you're not making me. Look, I haven't actually read a lot, and the things I've picked are not necessarily things I wanted to pick up. Like, they weren't priorities. They were just because they had audiobooks. These ones here are like ones that I really want to read. Like, they're the top of the list. So I'm reading them regardless of not having an audiobook. But the others I basically just read because they had audiobooks. But one was all right. The Chloe Hodge was all right. The Sam Halls have been rough as shit. Oh my God. You're probably like me and you're just kind of getting all the queer ones because like I feel like there's not many queer authors at Babe. Like, I don't know obviously the author's sexualities and I'm not going to like go look it up, but just reading like what the books are and looking covers and stuff, they don't really look very queer. I think I put like little pride. I did it for I'm pretty sure I did it for that one too because I do it for a romantic fair, but I put like a little queer flag if like an author had queer books and there's not many. So And of course, a lot of authors are unfortunately white as well. So it's like I try to read diversely. It's something I just really like to genuinely do. So I am a little bit sad that it's like I'm reading to prepare for these events, but there's not much diversity here. And it does feel like I'm reading the same thing a lot. You know, something I realized that really annoys me. I read another book with like a person has a one-night stand and has a baby. And it's years later. But whenever characters have a baby in these romances, the baby, like the kid is always like amazing. The kid is always like either really, really good kid, like really nice, or really like friendly, or like they're always so special. I'm like, can I just read a book where these people have one night stand and they just have a normal kid that's just normal? They're not like special. It's just like, why are they always like the most incredible kid ever? No, and they're never very realistic. I'm like, kids are not like this. Kids are evil and naughty. And they're not normally this friendly. Like, my friend sent me this thing. It was like a video where it's like random kids coming up to you, and it's like, what are you doing? Why do you look like that? Yeah, my mom and dad are probably going to get divorced soon. They told me that they probably will. Bye. And I was like, oh my God, that's kids. Kids are awful. I don't know how to talk to kids. Just like a better when it's weird. I'll let you know if I read anything that I think you'll like, but a lot of A Romantic Affair is actually like contemporary, I think. Babe has more fantasy, but it's more just like werewolf reverse harem or vampire reverse harem kind of thing, or fae. They're not all reverse harem, but a lot of them are. I'm like thinking, I don't even think there's any alien ones that I can remember. Yeah, I think you might like that. Like, even if the mystery itself isn't good, you might still enjoy it. And I mean, the cover is gorgeous. I really love this cover. So you should go look it up and see. If you liked it, I could like go get it signed. I don't know if there's going to be like a special edition, but I could get it signed for you. I could bring it over with me when I go to Babe. I don't really have anything that we need. People have been really generous. Well, that's good, because like I find when people iron or like just people at work and stuff, I was like, I'll get you the boring practical stuff because everyone wants to get you cute stuff. I could crochet you something. Maybe I should do that. Look at me making more things, like coming up with more things to do when I don't have time. Oh. Hi, how are you? I listened to a Jonas Brothers song today. Just thought I'd let you know. Thank you. You need a thick skin when you talk to kids. I know. Like when they're like, why are you so ugly? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. I am so ugly. I'm sorry. It's very fun. All right. Shall we do a 45? And I've got my amazing werewolf timer thing. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm like this. I'll do that. Get that up. Okay. Why is it doing this? Let's put that one. Go away. Go away, pause button. There we go. Oh, I forgot I have to do math for this. 10 bars? Is that? Or do 15? Would that work? Would that be around 45? Oof, I want that thing. Ooh. I'll have a look at your thingy. I was bloated from IBS one day and had the following with a student. When are you having your baby? I'm not. Oh, because you look kind of. Adults do that too, though. I worked with one girl that she would sometimes gain weight in like her belly and not really anywhere else, and people kept like co-workers kept asking if she was pregnant, and it was awful. I was like, can you just stop? It happened like multiple times, like over like a few years. It was just the most cringe thing, and I would just like want to die. Yeah. Okay. We'll read till 15 past. I hope that's 45. Anyway, we'll chat then. Happy reading. Hello. How did everybody go? I was really productive. So I brought my washing in because I had some washing outside. It's a little damp, so I've just sort of sat it near the heater for a little bit, but it should be fine. It's probably just cold. You know when your washing's cold, it feels wet, and you don't know if it's actually damp or just cold? Insane. So I did that. Just finishing this coat, doing some painting. Yeah, I did a decent amount of painting, and I started dinosaurs, which the amazing Erin found for me because it has a bird on it. I actually don't think it's a phoenix. I kind of feel like I'm cheating, but I'm actually enjoying it. So I'm still going to keep reading it. I don't even know what, like, I didn't even look up what it was about. I just pressed play because I was like, I'm so desperate to find a book to fit, this prompt that isn't just like a physical book. Sorry, just finish that. So this is what it looks like. Like, do we think that's a phoenix? Like, it looks like one, but I don't actually think it is. I think it's just like an orange bird. But I don't know. Should I count that? Should I not? But as I said, I'm gonna finish it anyway because I'm enjoying it. I don't even know like what it's meant to be about. But I really like this writing. It's very good. Also reflections. Yeah, it's just like this rich guy who is bored, basically. I feel like he doesn't really, not bored, he hasn't got a purpose in his life. He's unmarried, or he's a bachelor, he's not with anyone. I don't know how old he is. I'm picturing like 40 years old. And he's rich. So he has this like fancy house, and it's just talking about volunteer work he does because he would work because he's like, well, I need to do something with my life. But he'd feel guilty when he'd see people come in to apply for the jobs and they wouldn't get it. And he's like, wow, they actually need this job. They need money. I'm just doing this as something to do because I'm rich. And so it's just talking about how he has all these volunteer positions and the people he meets and stuff. And it's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. Some kooky people for sure. And he's quite an interesting character. It's like he's so bland and there's like nothing to him, but you're still interested because the idea of this rich man who's like, what do I even do with my life? And he has like empathy, I suppose, which I'm not used to rich people having empathy. And he doesn't like to tell people he's rich because he feels like he's worried people are going to try and use him once they know that. But he doesn't like to lie, so he struggles with that because he has to lie about his, how much money he has, but he feels bad when he does that. So, yeah. Anyway, how did everybody else go? But I got a decent chunk in. I got 19%. So yeah, I'm just going to keep reading it, and I guess I'll try and read something with a phoenix. But I was like, sure, I'll give this a go. But he's mentioning like all these birds he's seeing near his house, and I'm like, damn. I don't even know which one it was, but I'm sorry. I just put daggy pictures of werewolves together. I hope you're okay. Let us know what you're going to be reading and getting up to, other than being traumatized by my pictures. You can have a person maybe mean to me, and instantly you get greeted by now go read, goodbye. Your timing is completely shit. Like, we don't even want you here anyway. Like, I probably could just sense that you were coming and I tapped out. So I hope you've gone away now. I feel so bad. That was my alter ego. I'm happy, real Merv is happy that you're here. Just finished. I survived the attack of the grizzlies. Cute. Thanks for joining. You're probably asleep. Hi. Oh, you're probably gone. But thank you. And yes, I'm hydrating with very healthy drink. It's sugar-free, but you know when you drink these sugar-free drinks, you're like, well, I'm not getting sugar, but it's still very tasty. So what am I getting instead? What is making this not taste like bark? And if it's not sugar, it's probably worse. So this is great. There's some great ones in there. I just love the one of like The Sims 2 of Vampire Werewolf. It's great. 39 pages. Very nice. I got my filming done. Ooh, very nice. Hello. We were talking about a romantic affair before. I got up all my books that I have, all 4 of my books for it. So this might make you happy. I just think it's funny that all of like the advertisement for it is like pink and you know flowers and everything, and my books for it are just very dark, depressing looking. Yeah, we were chatting about it before. I recently got this one because it's really cheap on Amazon. I don't know if it still is really cheap. I think it was on sale at the time. I'm not sure. But it's queer, so I picked it up. So yeah, I really want to read these. I just don't have the mind to physically read because there's always stuff going on. I'm painting just some stuff for a friend for the birthday. This is a Pokemon. And that's wet, so I'm gonna pick it up. It's like a log, and I'm gonna put in a little terrarium that I've made. I made the terrariums with the actual plants, but they're still adjusting because some of them have started not doing so well, and I've had to move them around and stuff. So I've decided to try and make some just like artificial ones, like with painted plants. So I'm gonna pop it in this. I'm really sad though because the glue, it was paper mache, so I thought it would go like see-through, but it didn't. But at least you can't really see it when you've got it sitting down. You can't really see that, or you can there. Shit. Oops. There's nothing I can do about it now. I couldn't find any glue, so I made some paper mache, but it's fine. It's still cute. So yeah, it's gonna like live in there. And I've got like another little one. You can't really see this. This one's really tiny, just to go in the background. It's a little mushroom one. That little sticky bit's really annoying, but this one broke because it's so small. So I've tried to like glue it back together. Yeah. And then maybe I can pick it up. This log with the mushrooms. So yeah, I'm going to put them in that and hope it looks cute. This bird that is on fire. Yeah, so I feel like I'm cheating. Like, it's a bird on fire, therefore it's basically a phoenix, even though it might die. But I mean, if it's not dying from the flames, then is it a phoenix? I'm enjoying it, so I'm still going to read it. Just finished chapter 56, page 212, 365. Very nice. I feel like you read so much. I envy you. Nice job. Kind of looks like it to me. The bird counted. Yeah, I don't know. Should I? I feel like it's cheating. But I also feel like just picking up a random children's book that has a phoenix on it is also cheating. I know it's not, because like some people genuinely read children's books, but I am reading it purely to fill the prompt. I don't know. I feel like when you don't read a lot, these kind of really specific prompts can be so annoying because I'm only reading whatever I read for this to fill the prompt. And I don't get to read a lot, so there's other things I really want to be reading. I don't really want to just read stuff for the sake of filling prompts. But when you read a lot, it's fun to like mix things up a bit. But because it's like I don't get to read the things I want, I don't want to be spending my time reading stuff I don't want to read. But I am really enjoying this, so that's fun. But like I've just been looking up books. I'm like, I don't want to read any of these. And I'm only reading it to fill the prompt. So that's another reason I'm sort of like about Aurelian because the prompts are so specific sometimes, and I'm just like, oh my god. And like, I wouldn't have thought like there's probably other books for the events I'm going to that have phoenixes in them, but I don't know from just looking at the books. It would take me so long to like go through each book this author's written. So about 30 pages, and I have about 40 pages left. Oh my gosh, you should meet me and keep reading. I'm gonna read Devoted Destruction. Ooh, that sounds very dramatic. Is it good? I cut it myself. So when I got my hair, every time I get my hair cut, I ask, I want this basically, but they don't do this. All my hair is just like this length, and it's just like straight, and I can't work with that out. Like I can have it out like this, but I'm gonna have to do this while I'm working, right? Because otherwise there's hair in my face, and I don't want to be doing that afterwards when I've got maybe poop on my hands, you know, gloved hands, by the way, not my bare hands. So they do that, and it's like, I want something like this because I feel like I have such an ugly, big, white, round, foreheaded face. So I like to have some hair out while I'm working so I don't look terrible. But they never, I don't know why. I think it's because I said I don't necessarily want like a fringe, because I feel like if you say you want a fringe, they do like a thick straight cut thing. I was like, I just want like bangs that I can play around with. Like I can do a full bang, or I can, you know, pull it aside, but they just never do it. They just always do this. And I'm like, this is not, but I'm awkward and have social anxiety and can barely speak to people. So I'm like, yeah, it looks great. It's exactly what I wanted. And I'm like, so I cut it a bit myself after my last haircut, but I had a really emotional day and my hair was annoying me because it was a bit too long, because I didn't want to go to the full fringe kind of thing in case I mucked it up, because I've mucked it up in the past. But I was emotional and not thinking, and I managed to pull it off, I think. I mean, for me, I know it's not perfect, but I don't know, I'm happy with it, and you can just play around with it. And I just feel like it gives me something to cover up this, because I hate showing that. I don't know. I mean, I don't care too much about what I look like necessarily, but when you work in bathrooms and you're like, I don't know, drying an old person's back, and you like look over and you see yourself in the mirror and you look like shit, it's just like not the best feeling. It's like, oh god. I try not to think about it because I don't have anything else. Yeah, I really like them too. I feel like they're not much different. Like obviously the one with sugar is better for me, but it's still nice, and you don't even really notice. Well, for me, I don't really notice. But then when I drink one that has sugar, I'm like, oh wow, this is more flavor. But I just can't always drink water. I need like other things sometimes. I got it for like $10, I think. I don't really know anything about it. I just know it's queer and I'm pretty sure it's sapphic. So I've kind of been prioritizing those for the romantic affair. We really should. We really should. I don't think I have a lot going on in November either. So I was going to be co-hosting Readathon, but that's been pushed back. So I don't think I'm doing anything from memory. Am I? I don't know. I don't think so. Then December's going to be crazy. So got his gorgeous cover. Yeah, it's pretty. I'm pretty sure the author's Australian. Hi. Oh my gosh, you should go to bed. You're doing an amazing job. I feel like you're kind of carrying our team, because I feel like we're all doing a good amount of work, but you're definitely the most consistent, so thank you. I'm just unfortunate that a lot of the time stuff's happening, I'm literally working and I can't have my phone on me, and I'll like have gone to multiple clients and I'm like, oh, I missed all of that. But sometimes like I might get a bit of a break and I can help out, but I don't know, and sometimes I'm just asleep. So I got enough dishes done for tonight. Yeah. My sweeping, so lay out my yoga mat soon. I used to do yoga and then I just stopped. I don't know why, because it's so nice. Do you just do whatever you feel like, or do you follow videos? Anything is cheating. The boat is on fire, and unbothered by that seems like a reasonable thing to fulfill the prompt. I'm just worried I'll read it and there'll be like a scene with this happening, and it will be like, I will know it's not a phoenix because they'll say what's happening and it's not a phoenix. So I'll be like, wow, everyone's telling me to do it, so I think I'm just going to do it. And if I get in trouble or feel bad, I'll just blame all of you. Thing is that my wanting to read it is more important than a prompt. It's definitely all good. Yeah. I'm like, right, this is like the last semester for my character, so I don't want to fail it, because then I have to wait till the second half of next year to finish the last semester. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I feel like it's better to read very engaging that is a little ambiguous over just reading something, right? I've been working on what I want to do for Pokemon next year. I know, like, I don't think many of you are doing it here, but I'm definitely thinking of switching things up. I'm not sure. I'm thinking of doing like an easier mode where it's focused more on like page counts, or you making your own reading prompts so that you're doing what you actually want to do. And it's more just to help encourage you to read. Because I tried to make a lot of the prompts kind of ambiguous, but a lot are still, even if they're not like as strict, like the time frame might be strict, or just tackling it seems really exhausting. Because I wanted it to be challenging. And then if people didn't want to challenge, they could just participate a little bit. But people seem to be, I need to participate 100% or I'm not going to participate, which I didn't think was going to happen. I'm a little bit surprised. So I think I'm going to do like an easy mode next year so that those people can still get everything. And then if people want to challenge, they can do a challenge, or I'll just do it all easier next year. But yeah, thinking of like more focusing on pages read, and you making prompts so that you're actually doing what you want to be doing. And I definitely would prefer that myself. So yeah, I don't know why, like every time I get my hair cut, they just don't. I don't know. I'm like, is what I'm asking for really dumb? And you're just like, absolutely not. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they don't listen or they don't understand. Like, it could just be me not explaining properly. I don't know. Pressure dropping out of Beryllium, obviously Readathon, but overly specific prompts to really. Yeah, I prefer like animal on the cover, and it's like, or a animal that's really common on books, like Phoenix. I thought like, oh, there'll be heaps, but there's like nothing. At least it's word as well, but even then I'm still struggling. Yeah. And I think like usually she only has a few really hard prompts, which I don't really mind too much, because I'm like, yeah, a bit of a challenge, but like there's so many this year, like so many. And I'm just like, dear God, like a book from one of her videos. I'm like, seriously? I don't know. This is really hard this time. Take a photo of it so that you have a pic to show the next time you have a cut. I could do that. See, I always take pictures and then I get anxiety and I can't show them, because I'm like, they're just going to think I'm so annoying. Or they'll look at the pictures and just look at my hair type and be like, your hair can't do that. I don't know. I want to have like Sabrina Carpenter bangs, but I don't have the hair for it. My hair is, as you can see, like kind of wavy. Maybe I'd need to put like product in it, but I just don't think I can get the like thick puff. It seems to be a bit, all right, I've got thick hair. It just doesn't seem to have the volume. It's just like so thick it just goes like heavy and small. Not small, like just clings to my face because it's so heavy. But I'd love to have like the, I don't know, I'm obsessed with her hair. I'm just obsessed with her, to be honest. And I'm not really normally like obsessed. Like, I'm not obsessed with her, you know, but like I'm not normally like, oh, that celebrity's so cool these days. But I mean, there's Post Malone, so I guess that's a lie. It's like, I love like the idea of these people and their aesthetic, but I actually don't really care about them. Like, I don't know anything about them, but when I see her, I'm like, oh, just beautiful. oh gosh. I had a really gross experience with a client who only drank Fanta, and I can't go into like massive detail about them, but they do a lot of awful gross shit. But one of them was that they would spill the Fanta all over themselves and other food that would get soggy from the Fanta, and they wouldn't let us change their clothes because they would attack us. And it was so disgusting that even just thinking about Fanta, I feel sick. So luckily I don't really like Fanta that much because it would have ruined it. It's fine. It's all about having fun. I'm having a lot of fun. So that's what matters. And it's been helping me read through a lot of books for these book events because a lot of them have like shifters. 2:30 I'm here and I would go to bed if I had any sense, but also chaos and suffering. No, Caitlin, go to bed. Like Professor Merb says, I don't care what you do. Don't talk to me. Me, normal Merb says, go to bed, Caitlin. We love having you here, but sleep is important. But if you can't sleep, then we will keep you company. I'm following one of the yoga with Adrian 38-day challenge playlist. Ooh, very nice. Have to look it up. I'm like into yoga. Like it's really like relaxing and nice. If they're not hard. I don't do any hard ones. I just do easy ones. And it's just nice, like listening to your breathing and stretching and stuff. That's perfect. I really find you're having a baby, like you have priorities. I think it's a bit weird. Yeah. Very specific and just not a lot of books. And I'm just like, normally I guess it'll be fine, but right now I'm like, I just want to read whatever. I don't want to. And like that's why like Mystic's great. You can just basically read whatever you want, but if you tactically read, you can get more points. It's just like you don't have to actually read anything particular, which is really nice, and you can still get points. I know, I just get anxiety. I'm always like, they're gonna think I'm so annoying, and they'll just like hate me and hate cutting my hair. Oh yeah, stunning. I've done a bunch of stuff for Pokemon, but I always knew I was going to get every single one. Yeah, that's sort of how I'm doing it. I would like to get all of them, but I'm not like stressing myself. I'm kind of just like reading and seeing what I can tick off. I got all of the time restraint ones done, and then chicken, I was managed to do that, thankfully. Ooh, that's good. Bananas have been kind of ruined with me thanks to one person I work with. They say they're like shaped items and people with dementia should not be. Oh god. You worked with dementia people? Elderly people? What did you do? You like in the kitchen? Or? Honestly, people with dementia shouldn't be left alone with anything. Some are fine, but then some it's like, oh god, put that down for the love of God. Yes, I can imagine. God, dear God. I usually cut my own hair, but when I get it cut, I go to the cheap places. Yeah. I just go to the closest one that will let me book online. I never go to one where I can't book online because I hate phone calls. And I just, you know, when you're at the hairdresser and they're like cutting the hair and doing the thing, and then they've got to stop and run to the phone, I just get anxiety thinking about having to do that to somebody. So I prefer to book online so I don't have to do that. I'm going to be the same next year. So the ones from this year will all be there again. I don't know if I'm going to keep the prompts. I think I'll keep the prompts, but if I do like easy mode, I'll add easy mode for all of last year's. And all the themes you'll have another chance to get, unless one of the readathon ones, the readathon doesn't happen next year, then you won't be able to get those. And then we're going to do a new bookie decks as well. So, but we are changing some stuff up a bit. I don't know if it'll be as many Pokemon. We might do less. But yeah. So if you don't finish it, all the ones in your regular will be back. So It's just like with normal Pokemon where you've got like the generations, but you can, when there's a new one, you can still go back and get all the old ones. So it's kind of like that. It's just the themed. If the readathon doesn't happen again, you won't be able to get that. So they could be a limited edition thing that you got there. Too bad you can't actually like get money from these drawings because people can just access them. If Margaret's readathon next month goes well, I'll just shift my character over to Adventureathon and hers and just drop Aurelium. Yeah, I do feel like Adventureathon is more fun. Just more going on. Aurelium's kind of just like the same thing over and over. And I think it's amazing, and she's done a lot of work. And if there wasn't so many readathons, I would still do it, but I like to check out other stuff, and she's already got a lot of support as well. So, yeah. You're in good company. I feel like there's a lot of people on BookTube like that. Oh my gosh. I didn't know that. Oh my gosh. When we meet, we're going to have the best conversations about. Well, did you only work with elderly people? I've only worked with elderly people, but yeah. Do you have to handle poo? Poo's so gross. It's not fun. Putting online for anything is, yeah. I'll always prioritize if I can do that. Right? Love it. I loved all the different roles and residents, but there was something very special working one-on-one at the end of life. Oh, you're amazing. I mean, I kind of do the same thing, but that would be a little bit harder, I feel. You mentioned Readathon. I just want to cry, but mushy. Even though I'm not doing it. I'm doing it inside in my heart. I just getting Aurelium done so I can focus on it next year. It is. It's so fun. I really enjoyed like the last round. I don't know if I still have my notes of what I did, so I might just start from scratch because that was also a very busy time, but I did do it. More poop stories than any human should be able to possess. Oh my god. Why did I not know about this? Oh, we should share our worst poo stories. My worst poo story is so horrifying. I think about it and I honestly just lose all faith in humanity. Agreed. Managed to squeeze the healthcare aid in a memory care unit. Oh, yeah. I've been bitten, I've been kicked, I've been punched, I've been slapped in the face. Can't even remember what I said. Kicked, bit, spat, punched, slapped. Basically in any form. Pulled my hair. Insulted. It's not fun. It's not, especially not fun because I don't know about where you are, but in Australia, it's so underfunded, and so many times when you're in a position where you are vulnerable and hurt, you often are like, if we had more funding and more staff, this wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have been put in this position. And because abuse does happen in these industries, you basically as a worker have no rights because they're so focused on protecting the elderly people, which is fair because abuse does happen. But it just means that when you get in these positions, you can't really do anything to defend yourself. You basically just have to accept it because you will lose your job. And the media just, goes on about how awful the workers are. And it's like, that is not what is happening. That's like that in most industries, I feel like. Like whenever there's a problem, it's the people on the floor doing the actual job that get the abuse, when it's literally like the rich people doing nothing in their offices that should be getting that, but they don't. And it's terrible. I hate capitalism. I really do. I just had one of those moments like the other night where I was just laying in bed, just like we'd had a meeting at work and I was just laying there like, I don't think I will ever enjoy a job because I just don't like working. I don't like the idea of it. I don't like how it makes me feel. I get so depressed when I think about how so much of my life is wasted doing something that I should be paid for more, but I'm not because of the system set up to make other people rich who barely do any work. And you just feel so depressed, and you feel like life is meaningless, and you feel like you're going to die, and you're just going to look back and pretty much everything you did was work, which you didn't even want to do. You just did it to survive, and you do so much work and you get like nothing for it. So you barely have money to spend on your life, and then you work so many hours and you barely get any hours for annual leave. Like, I have been working so much with barely any annual leave, and I barely have any annual leave. I have like enough for a month. I'm like, how do I only have enough annual leave for a month? Like, why does it take so long to get your annual leave hours up? Like, I've been doing overtime, and like, anyway, sorry if that made people feel depressed. That was me the other day. I really felt like hopeless. I really hate capitalism. Yeah. It's not nice. Give a little hint here. The upcoming includes Asian themed desert island. Ooh, fun. Very fun. Yeah. Unfortunately, not everyone is. There is some dodgy people, which I think people like to defend themselves and use like blanket terms, but there's definitely dodgy people out there, and I've unfortunately seen some of it, and it's not nice. But it's like 1 in, not even 50, like 1 in 100 that might not be great, you know. Oh yeah. In Australia, we barely even have turnover. We just don't have anybody. Where are you though? Because that's probably more. Because like Australian dollars is like illegal. The pay is going up, and we should be getting it to go up again, but the government wanted to like spread it out over time, and then the unions and stuff like, no, you need to do what you promised, which was to give it all at once, which was going to be like a nearly $10 pay rise, I think. So now they're fighting, and we haven't got the pay rise, but it's going to be back paid, whatever ended up happening. It's been bitten, scratched. Have a 2-to-1 ratio, but because he was an ex-police commissioner, aggressive. Yeah. There's horror stories. Not really allowed to talk about it, but yikes. Right? I hate it. I hate it so much. Just thinking it's a wall. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. That also sounds horrifying, but you probably have better pay at least. I hope it worked out better. Refinance, in a non-revenue generating position, just pay better. Should be. Yeah. I've actually been thinking maybe I should just find a job where I can work from home. Because, I don't know. My job is just so involved and like so thankless. And sometimes it's really good, but then sometimes it's just not. It's like I like it, but I just don't have the energy and motivation. It's underappreciated. Yeah. Very. I put my notice in the next week and went to work at a mobile phone company because I wasn't going to do that again. Surely you got like workers' comp though. It's insane. Because I'm forced to do in order to actually survive. Same. Delhi would also be better cared for if there was more funding. And there would be less instances of abuse because there would be better oversight. Yeah, it's just like they've got too much to manage. Like it's like don't have enough time in the day to manage everything. So things will always slip through the cracks. Yeah. Yeah. Gosh. There's been some crazy stuff happening in Tassie with the unions. Did you hear about all this, Mel? I don't know if it was your part of Tassie, but we had a lot of power outages because there was crazy winds and like trees blowing down and power lines going down and everything. And people were without power for like 2 to 3 weeks. And I don't really know a lot of details, but people were complaining that the unions were interfering and basically telling workers to not workers' march or something, because they're trying, like the people that work in this area are trying to something smells weird, but they're trying to like up like their pay. I don't know if it's true. And I was like, well, they probably deserve more pay because this job sounds terrible. Very interesting. There's a bad smell, like something burning. Why am I going to sprint? Because I'm concerned about that smell. Probably nothing. But I'm going to go investigate because I obviously don't want to file. I'm sure it's fine. But I'm going to jump into a sprint just so I can go check it. So what is 45 minutes? Or should we do 30 minutes? No, we'll do 45. Let's do... I just get wafts of this smell of burning. It's like kind of concerning. Let's do... Oh my gosh. Let's do 30. So we will chat at that time. Let me get this thing out. Window that one. One. That was weird. Okay. We'll chat at 1:30. Hello. How did we go? That smell went away, so I don't know. Sorry for ending that chat abruptly, but I don't know, it went away, so maybe something just like short-circuited a little bit. That's kind of concerning. But the smell's gone, so I don't know. Maybe I mentioned it. Maybe it was just the laptop. I don't know. I swear I smelled something weird. Yeah, I just did more painting, and I'm almost halfway through dinosaurs, and I'm still enjoying it. And I don't really know what's happening, what the point of the book is. I'm having a good time. Sorry, I might actually be a little bit quiet. Yeah. So, I'm really hoping I can sort of get these paintings done in the next sprint. I don't know if I will though, because it's getting late and I really want to get started on the cake. Because this thing is to go on top of it, so I need to do this first. I'm just going to do the eye, so I'm going to have to really concentrate. But let me know how you all went. The sprint. This paint's all really watery, so I need to do like multiple coats. That's why it's taking so long. Sorry guys, just wanting to finish this one. Oh, probably going to be like 5 coats to do that eye, because the paint is so watery. Let's see, I can't remember where we were up to. I shouldn't put that there. Let's go with this. We're up to here. I was a teacher, as I thought it would be a better fit for me. It ended up being just as abused there as it was in care. Yeah. No, I don't work, but when I can, I do. Candles and editing, very nice. The ideal life. Would love to not have to work and just do creative stuff. It'd be very nice. Care work, teachers, social workers, therapists, all very valued. Need to be paid and treated better. 100%. Yep. So true. Those elderly, they spend their lives working and doing everything, and we can't even give them Yep. Yeah, they were. I was like, oh, okay. Sure. Gosh, I feel tired all of a sudden. I've still got so much I need to do. I don't come back in time for the next chatty bits because I fell asleep. Oh, good. Remember about a Tassie trip, and so we're now comparing the cost between that and a trip to Kangaroo Island. We plan to do which is more affordable. Probably Kangaroo Island, right? Because that's a bit closer. I don't know what's on there though, but I've heard about it. boy. How are you? Read 11 pages. Fix Robbie's lamp. Look at you go. So I just tried to eat some leftovers from my Chinese yesterday. I got chow mein, which is the least spicy thing in the entire planet. For some dumb reason. She's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I ordered a chow mein once, and it was so spicy that, like, not even my friends who actually can eat spice were able to eat it. It was so bad. I was like, another menu had like one chili, because it's like 1, 2, or 3. I was like, what is this? What is happening? Just during the chatty bit to put groceries away, so I did that and then ate a finger bun. It's a finger bun. So I say yum, and I'm like, actually, I don't know what that is. It's okay. Hope it's just the neighbors winning. Yeah, it was like really weird. It was like that, like when it's like a wiring or something. Like there's that particular smell. It wasn't just like smoke. So I don't know. But it went away like really quickly. It could be, yeah. This is like a little MacBook thingy. So it's kind of like a iPad. I need to tell you something important. Ooh, what is it? Have a good sleep. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. When she's very... It is. It is. Oh my gosh, I actually miss Ruby Dixon books so bad. I only have ebooks left. Actually, it was just like thinking the other day I should reread her books again, and I was like, no, do not do that. I don't even know why. They're not even good. It's just... I was actually thinking though, Frost K, I'm not really liking her books, but she writes similar to Ruby Dixon. And I don't know what it is, but something about their writing that's so easy to read, because it's kind of like I feel like there's not much showing. There's a lot of telling, and it's pretty much all just the characters telling us everything about their feelings. But it's still really like character filled, and it's so easy and entertaining that I just really enjoy the writing. Like it's just like I'm entertained, like I don't get bored, and I'm able to like stay engaged because I like the writing. And it's just like, even though they're just telling me everything, it's still filled with like characters, and the characters are all kind of just like gimmicky and like generic. You know what I mean? So it's easy to like relate to. I don't know. There's just something about the writing that I really like to listen to, and like Frost K kind of has the same vibe. And like I just really wanted to go back and reread her books, and I was like, absolutely not, Meredith. Do not do that. I ran a little bit because I got distracted by YouTube. What'd you watch? Super eye patch one. And you stop. I have 30 pages left. Ooh. Well, I'm going to do another sprint. It'll probably be the last one, but you should be able to finish it in the sprint. Should be exciting. Just woke up, so I'll start reading next sprint. I want to finish Meddling Kids today. I have 6 minutes left. Very nice. Thanks for joining. And is that a Scooby-Doo book for by any chance? Would have made it, or whatever, if it weren't for you Meddling Kids. I meant to have any spice. Yeah, that's why I ordered it. And then I was like, oh my gosh. So I've had an experience like that. Maybe it's been accidental. Maybe they've seen us and they're like, ew, I don't like those people, and I'm going to torture them. They look very white. I don't know. Which ones? Oh, can you tell me? I think the Ice Home novella about the chick that had a baby. I think an audiobook came out for that, right? Yeah, most of them have audiobooks. I had the best time binging those. Like, seriously, I've just found nothing like it. Again, Frost K is like it, but she doesn't have as many books. But just, yeah, just so easy and just fun and just silly. It's just like a comfort. She catch up and read when she's fearless with thick thighs. Does it have an audiobook now? Last I checked, it didn't. It's not long. It's just I don't have time. Sorry, I feel like I keep saying that. It's just like the reality. I'll say the teriyaki chicken on jasmine rice was absolutely incredible. So that made up for the disappointment. Gyozas were about a 7 out of 10. Oof. Sounds nice. You know, when I was growing up, I would go to this town that my grandma lived in, and there was like this Chinese restaurant that looked awful. Like the outside was so faded and like covered in like moss, and it looked like it wasn't open. Like it looked like a building that had been left to rot. But there was a restaurant inside, and like I'd be like, oh, we should go there. And my mum would be like, no, that looks terrible. And I finally went there like last year. I finally went, and it was so good. The inside was so lovely, and the staff were really lovely, and the food was really good. And then it closed down. And it'd been open for years, like 50 years or something. And it closed down after I found out that I liked it. I was like, I feel responsible for this closing down. I feel so bad. But yeah, don't really know why I told you that story, but the food was really good. And I'm going to think about that forever now. And the building's just sitting there now. No one bought it. And I'm just like, I love this building. I want to buy it and like make my home in there. But anyway, actually, could have been for rent. I don't know. But nothing's opened up in there as of yet. Oh my gosh. Do the two chicks get together? That's what I want to know. Because if so, then I'm reading it. Oh, because I knew you read it, but I thought you just, well, like, I give up and I'm going to physically read. I will read it for Thick Thighs then. I wanted to read it last Thick Thighs ebook, but I didn't. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. Or I could just read it now. This kind of restaurants always end up being the most amazing food. Yeah, my mum didn't know that though. And then I just like, whenever I went there, I just wasn't getting food. Oh, so good. Yeah. I like chicken don. My fave ugly restaurants recently closed. Yeah. Yeah, there was another one in where I live now. And it was like really not nice looking on the outside, like real faded. And it had, when you went inside, it had like these awful fading like wallpapers that were of paintings. So it was like a lot of naked people, because it was like that old kind of sculpture painting kind of thing where all the men are really buff and have like the tiny dicks. So you'd be eating and there's just like a dick next to you. It was great. And the Italian food there was like incredible. And they closed during COVID. So sad. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had it with duck. I don't know though. I don't really eat duck generally. I have, and it's not as fun. Definitely not. It's not as fun. It's kind of boring. Get it, do it. I was actually talking about Chinese food, but my friend actually went to Vietnam recently, so she got us, I can't remember what it's called, but they have like the buns with the like fruit inside, like meat, warm meat and stuff. It's like warm. Yeah, so we might do our last sprint. I think another 45. That sound good? That'll get us to 1:30, right? Did I actually do math properly? Oh my gosh. Oh, I've already got on 1:30. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Let us go. We timed that very well. Whoop, whoop. Then someone else should start sprinting after so that I can still have sprints. Wait, but technically I will probably be doing the cake and then not needing sprints. Anyway, sometimes I do that. I'm like, oh, I really need sprints. Someone should sprint, but I'm only needing sprints for like an hour and then I've got other stuff I need to do. I don't know why I do that. When I say I have other things to do, I mean I'm like going and hanging out with people, so it'd be really weird if I was like, sorry, every like hour or so I'm gonna ignore you and look at my phone, watch a video. Lock that up. Goodness me. My. I don't know why I did that, sorry. I actually like often like say weird things or make weird noises. I think it's like a understimulation thing I do, and I try really hard to not do it on here because some of the stuff I do is super weird. I'm like, if I do that on the internet, they'll all leave me because you'll be like, who is this person? Sorry, I feel like I'm talking really quietly and sitting really far away. I feel very tired all of a sudden. Do it. You should totally do it. I'll join when I can. Chinese again now. It's maybe 9 a.m. If you want, I can do like a shorter sprint. But I feel like an extra 15 minutes is not going to change whether you're going to commit to like sprints. I'm going to Chinese again now, but it's not even 9 a.m. so it will be open. I'll bet you just ate some and you're like, I want more again. That's such a mood. Okay, cool. All right. We will chat at past. lol. That was their last sprint. How did we all go? I was productive. I'm close to being finished with this. I've finished pretty much the other stuff too. It's got a bit more detail to do, but I'm pretty much done. But how did all of you go? I've just got a few spots that also I can hear a lamb barring, like a baby lamb. It's so cute. I just want to go hug it. How did the rest of you go? Oh my gosh, that lamb is so cute. It's so loud. It must be really close. So I'm going to pet it and give it cuddles. I love lambs. They're so cute. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So yeah, I should be finished this in a few minutes. And then I'll go do the cake and then I'm done. But how did all of you go? I feel like there was somewhere else I've looked up there. Sorry, I just put some paint on the blue paint on the white bits. So I just want to fix it before I forget. And then I'll notice it after I've sprayed it. And I'll be very sad. But yeah, how did everybody else go? Oh, I did also read more of my book. So I'm now loads at 62%. And I'm really liking this. So thank you, Erin. It's really good. I don't really know why I like it so much, but I do. To move this stuff so I can access the thingy. Okay. Alright, how did everyone go? Heading off second go back groceries. Thanks for the company. Bye. Thanks for joining. 10 more pages, more than I've read in ages. Nice job. Look at you go. Someone should keep sprinting so that you can keep going. I got my rough cut of editing done. I got like a third of the way into my second pass. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. It's gonna be like vibing out in its little terrarium. It's just like awkwardly sized though, so I don't know if I want to like snap the legs off and make it look like it's sitting, but then it might look weird. So I don't know. I was tossing up between this and one of it sleeping, and I wish I picked the one of it sleeping because it's just weirdly, it's just not great because this is kind of its face is going to be on this bit here, so it's like can be a bit, I don't know, not clear space. I'm trying to say something, but I don't know what it is. Filmed a vlog clear. My throat is getting sore, so I am annoyed. I hope I'm not getting sick. Oh, we better not sprint then. I hope you're not getting sick either. But then you get a break from work. So, but yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. My next sprints are next week. I think Friday, same time. And that'll be it for my Mystic Readathon sprints. Very sad. But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out with me. It's been a good day, been very productive. I hope you've all had a good time. I'm sad Mel is not here anymore because I wanted to hear what Mel thought of City of Girls. Thanks for joining. Alrighty, I'll chat with you all next time.